The date was July 16, 1999, when yet another member of the Kennedy family met a tragic end. John Kennedy Jr. died at 38 years of age as the private plane he was piloting went down off the coast of Massachusetts. The investigation concluded Kennedy flew into dense fog, a situation he was not trained for. Kennedy was only trained for visual flight regulations. He was not qualified to fly by the instruments. This is Pastor Tom Miller, perched high atop the Central Assembly compound, and this is Fuel for the Fire, volume 635, and today we're learning to fly by the instruments. When a plane flies into a fog, a pilot loses his visual reference points. Without a horizon or city lights in the distance, the pilot may become so disoriented he may even be flying upside down without being aware of it. If he pulls the plane up, he may inadvertently fly straight into the ground. The way a pilot successfully navigates through fog is to learn how to fly by the instruments. The toughest part is learning not to question the instruments when your senses are so disoriented that everything within you tells you something different. When you have no sense of being upside down, you assume you are right side up. But a trained pilot knows his feeling may be misleading. He must trust the instruments. There are circumstances in life that cause spiritual disorientation. It may be the death of a loved one, financial problems, health issues, or a relationship gone bad. We may find ourselves in a fog of sorts. If some of these hardships happen simultaneously, we may be so disoriented we have trouble distinguishing up from down and right from wrong. For the Christian, the instruments are a metaphor for the Word of God. Psalm 119:105 says, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." It's in our darkest hours we're least prepared for and least qualified to make significant decisions. It's in the fog of crisis people sometimes make life-altering decisions that take us from temporary trial to permanent loss. We may think we're right side up. We may believe we're thinking straight, but we may have lost perspective in the midst of the fog of our adversity. It's in this moment we desperately need to fly by the instruments. Psalm 66:9 says, "He has preserved our lives and kept our feet from slipping." The skies of life are not always clear and sunny. Sometimes the fog of trial and heartache rolls in, and we lose sight of the horizon. It's in those moments we need to trust the Word of God. Isaiah 58:11 says, "And the Lord shall guide thee continually." Faith teaches us to fly by the instruments. That's the way I see it. And that's a little fuel for the fire. And remember, I love you guys.